Now let's have an example number 3 in order to understand how are we going to do the starting method. So number 1, we have a DC machine of a 10 kilowatt 1000 RPM and an armature resistance of 0.1 connected to a 100 volt DC supply. So our supply here 100 volt and the resistance of the armature 0.1. Determine the starting current if no starting resistance is applied and the rated current of the machine. Find the value of REE to limit the current to double its rated value, the starting current to limit the current to double its rated value, and find the value of resistance steps and number of steps to limit the current between 100% to 100% of the rated value. So this is basically the design of starting of the machine. Okay, so let's start step by step. Number 1, we need starting current. Okay, so we know that from KVL that I armature equal to V terminal minus E back over R armature. Now at starting, E back is equal to 0. So our I armature at starting will be V terminal over RA. V terminal 100 volt DC supply, R armature 0.1. Okay, so this is the first solution. I start without any starting resistance equal to 1000 amperes. Okay, what about the rated current of the machine? Okay, how can I get it? Very easy. As you can see that we have 10 kilowatt. So we have power equal to 10 kilowatt and we have our voltage equal to 100 volt. Okay, so we can say that the starting current will be or the rated current of the machine is 10 divided by 100 volt, right? So 10 kilowatt divided by 100 gives us 100 amperes. Okay, great. So what we can see here right now is that the starting current compared to rated current, starting current is 10 times I rated, right? So very large amount of current that can damage our windings or our machine, commutators, brushes, everything. So what I'm going to do is that I need a resistance to be added to limit the current to double its value. So double its value, it means that the current will be 2 multiplied by I rated, which means 200 ampere. That is the current I need, maximum current at starting. Okay, so our current equal to V terminal over R armature plus the additional resistance RE1. Okay, so our current 200 amperes, V terminal 100 volt. Okay, and RA plus RAE. Okay, so our armature 0.1 and we can get RE. So as you can see here, equal to 200 amperes, V terminal over the new resistance plus the armature resistance. This gives us the starting resistance to be 0.4. So what is this resistance exactly? All of this. RAE1 equal to 0.4 ohms in series with the armature resistance of 0.1 ohms. Okay, now what I'm going to do, or the next requirement, is that I need to know the value of resistance steps and the number of steps to limit current between 100 to 200. So I need to know how many steps we have and the resistance of each step. Okay, so how can I do this? Okay, let's understand what I need exactly. So here, as you can see, that we need to limit our current between 100 ampere, which is the rated, to double rated value. So at the starting, since we added REE at starting, at the very beginning, all of our resistance here, our current at the very beginning when E back equal to 0, okay, at this beginning, the current will be 200 amperes, right? And we know that as the speed goes up, okay, of this motor, E back will go up, right? So as E back go up, I armature will start going down, right? Here we still have the resistance, okay? We still have RE1, okay? And as speed increase, the E back increase, I armature will start going down. So as you can see, it will start going down until reaching the 100 amperes. If I don't do anything, if I don't do or remove the resistance, any part of the resistance, then the current will start going down like this. Okay, because E back increases at the same resistance, I armature will keep going down. So I don't need this. I want it to fluctuate between 100 to 200. Between 100 and 200. So at this point, I will prevent it from going down. How can I prevent it from going down? By removing some resistance to make it go up to 200 amperes once more. Okay, so at this point when it drops down to 100 amperes, I will remove part of the resistance, make the new resistance RE2, remove this one and make new resistance RE2. So when the resistance goes down, the current will start going up once more to the 200 amperes point. And then after E back increases once more, current will start dropping again, right? And then when it reaches 100 amperes, I will remove another resistance, this one. So we will have RE3 and etc. So let's see what are we going to do exactly, okay? So number one, I have here RE1 equal 0.4, the whole resistance. I would like to know when the current drops down to 100 amperes, when IA equal to 100 amperes, what is the E back generated? So we have RA plus RE1. This is 0.4, this is 100 volt, this one is 0.1, and I would like to know the new E back when the current drops down to 100 amperes. The E back that makes it goes all the way down to 100 amperes. So like this, so E back will be I armature R armature, V minus I armature R armature, V minus I armature R armature. So we have 100 volt, our supply, minus 100 amperes at this point, minus the total resistance, which is 0.1 plus 0.4. So it means that in order for our current to go from 200 to 100, we need 50 volt generated as a E back. Okay, very nice. Now I would like to, at this specific point when we have E back equal 50, I would like to make the current go up again to 200 amperes. So in order for the current, so the current will be V minus E back divided by the resistance. So I will get the new resistance right now. So our E, our current will go from 100 to 200 by removing a resistance. So I would like to know at this point what is the new R? What is RE2? This resistance. So I don't like the resistance, and I know that the current will be 200 amperes at the same E back 50 volt with the same supply 100 volt. So what about the new resistance? So again here, it will be 100 minus 50 divided by 200 gives us the new resistance. So in order for the current to go up again, we need the resistance to drop down from 0.4, okay, not 0.4 only, okay. Remember that the total resistance for this equation, this R total originally is RE1 plus R armature, okay. This is our total resistance, okay, which was originally 0.4 plus 0.1 gives us 0.5, okay. Now here the new resistance will be 0.25, okay. The new resistance will be 0.25. So what is our resistance right now, or what is our drop right now. So our resistance was originally 0.5. It will be now 0.25. Okay, which is REE2, which is this resistance. The new resistance 0.25 is RE2 plus the armature resistance, right? This is the resistance, total resistance, that will make it 200 amperes once more. So in order to get RE2 only, I will subtract from this value the armature value. So it will be 0.25 minus 0.1, which is the armature resistance, gives us 0.15 ohms. So again, if you don't understand it, let's repeat this. So we have originally a resistance of 0.4, which is the total starting resistance, plus 0.1, which is the armature resistance, okay, which is 0.5. Now, in order to make the current goes from 100 amperes to 200 amperes, the resistance will go to half its value, which is 0.25, right? So the new resistance here of this armature at this position, for example, it will be this resistance plus armature resistance. So I would like to know this step only. This step only, this part only, is 0.15 ohms after subtracting our armature. Now what again, I'm going to wait for the current to go down due to increase in E back. So I would like to know new E back, so the 100 amperes at this point, when the resistance will be R armature plus RE2, right, at the new resistance, which is all of this is 0.25 and terminal 100 volt. Now get the new E back. So E back will be V terminal minus IA RA2, which is the 0.15 plus 0.1, which is a 0.25. This will give us a new back EMF 75. Now I will remove another resistance to get RE3. I will remove a resistance. So we are going to step number 3 to raise the current once more to 200 ampere. Okay, so to raise it again to 200 ampere, it will be V minus E back over 200 amperes, right? V minus E back over 200 amperes, which will be 0.125. Now remember, this resistance here, the new resistance is the variable resistance RE3 plus R armature. So in order to get only RE3, I will remove 0.1, which is the resistance of the armature. Gives us this step of 0.025 ohms. Okay, so we have RE1, RE2, and RE3, right? Okay. Now what? Now I would like to know the next step. To get the next step, simply we have at this point current goes down to 100 amperes. So at 100 amperes, I would like to know E back at the new resistance, which is 0.125. Okay, and the back 100 like this. So the new E back will be 100 minus I armature 100 multiplied by 0.125 gives us 87.5. Similarly, I would like to know what will happen next. I would like to know at a 200 ampere, what will be our resistance. So RA to increase the current to 200 amperes will be V terminal, which is 100 minus the new E back divided by the current 200 amperes. So it gives us the new resistance 0.062. So for the current to go from here to here, we should have a resistance of 0.0625. This resistance is R armature plus RE4, right? However, as you can see, R armature itself alone is 0.1, which means it is not possible. Okay, which means this one is the last point for us. How can I know this? If you subtract 0.1, which is the resistance of the armature, then what will be RE4? RE4 will be a negative value, which is rejected, right? We can't add a negative resistance. So in this case, we will have only like this. We have resistance between 1 and 2, resistance between 2 and 3, right? And then we will have the run position. So how many steps you have? We have 1, 2, and 3, right? Resistance RE1, RE2, and RE3. Okay, RE3 like this. So what is the resistance that we have, or the value of the resistance? How many or the value of these resistance, R1, R2, R3. R1 will be this resistance. This resistance will be RE1 minus RE2. R2 will be RE2 minus RE3. R3, RE3 minus RE4. Like this. Now, of course, we don't have except R1 and R2 because we don't have R3. Because R3 is IE3 minus RE4, and RE4 is a negative value, so we don't have this step here. So we only have two resistance, R1 and R2. So it will be like this. So as if we have. So let me draw it for you, these steps. So we have 1, 2, and we have 1, 2, 3, and the run position, run, right? Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and between it and the run, there is a resistance. Okay, so this is our starting. So R1, first resistance, will be 0.25. Second resistance will be 0.125 ohms. Okay, and the last one is this one, RE3, which is 0.025. Now, as you can see at the very beginning, we take all of this RE1, which will be, if you sum all of this, it will be 0.4 ohms. In the second position, like this, we will have all of this resistance, which will be 0.25, right? 0.15, right? RE2, 0.15, all of this. Then in the last position, or step 3, we will have 0.025, and then after this we will go to the run position. Okay, so this is how you design the starting of a DC machine.